friend who was looking after had come in as I was in the bath, trying to sort of hurry me up, and my knees was like pasty chalky white, and she said to me, "Make sure you wash your knees." That's the colour of my knees. Hello everyone, my name's Denver, Senior Manager for Tameside Youth in Mind Service.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm the Project Manager for the Counselling Provision in Youth in Mind in Oldham, Ashton and Rochdale.
Hi, I'm Aisha and I'm one of the Senior Managers for Adult Therapeutic Services.
Hiya, I'm Tabitha and I'm School Practitioner for Oldham.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm an Access and Crisis Navigator at Togmind.
Hi, I'm Priscilla and I'm the Senior Finance Manager at Togmind.
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm a counsellor at Mind, currently training to be a counselling psychologist.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm one of the IAP counsellors for Togmind.
Hi, my name is Zainab. I'm a listening space worker at Togmind Oldham.
How important do you feel black representation is in mental health?
I think for me, when I look for counsellors, I've always felt more comfortable with someone that I at least feel like I know can understand what's saying, because a lot of my trauma is around race and racism. So to sit with someone and feel completely comfortable and safe in that environment, usually I will look for someone that is of Afro-Caribbean descent. So that's important for me.
Yeah, I think what mental health is missing probably a lot of is a peer-to-peer, someone like you say, who sits across from you can recognise and relate to what you've gone through. And I think that's what mental health in general is missing, and especially, black representatives.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it is vitally important that, black people are represented more in mental health as practitioners, especially.
And it's the connection as well, isn't it? Sitting with somebody like Aisha said, who you feel knows where your journey is.
Absolutely.
Or, there's some kind of cultural barriers to mental health. Some people find it embarrassing.
Yeah.
Some people find it, there's so much stigma, and it's only somebody who knows, they say he who feels it knows it. So it's like somebody who has empathy to that knows, you're finding it difficult to connect, and that's when the person can help, say it's fine, I know what you say things that relate to what the concerns are.
I think sometimes in counselling it's like you don't always have to say or like reflect your understanding. Sometimes you kind of just connect with somebody and it's part of like your cultural background. So when, say if I'm talking to someone from a similar background to me, sometimes I'll get like nods or just like affirmations, and to me it kind of says a lot without even actually saying the words sometimes. So yeah.
It can even be in his language, like how he uses language. There was someone that come to me and they didn't understand why a particular client who was black kept saying "in it," and they're like, "Oh, I think they were like over exploring it." They could have been right, but it could just be part of their dialects as well.
Just having that connection into it, and then that brings that relationship, hopefully more beneficial to the person who's taking the therapeutic service.
Don't get me wrong, I've had white counsellors as well, and I've done a great piece of work for them and felt better afterwards. I've just found that I naturally seek that comfort. It's like in external supervision, I have a black external supervisor, and even in terms of like work dynamics, like there's just an unspoken understanding, and like sometimes you're just like, oh yeah, that one, and I'm like, oh yeah, that one. So it just makes me feel more comfortable, typically.
Yeah.
I've never had that experience. I've tried to find sort of someone that's more diverse, but it's been really, really difficult to find somebody. And of course, race-based stress has a massive impact on your mental health and your physical health, and not being able to sort of have that conversation because maybe they don't understand the subtleties of something like systemic racism you feel petty bringing it up, and or you might get sort of
Undermined.
invalidated, and you kind of the kind of bunching their eyebrows up, thinking, I don't know what you mean by that. So then you're not exploring that, you're not dealing with that or processing it. It's kind of left behind, and I think that's a real problem.
Yeah.
And sometimes it becomes more of like a learning experience, not just for the client, but like for the counsellor as well. And even though it's really good, you know, having different representation, trying to understand each other, sometimes it can take less time to really make that counselling connection when there's already that underlying empathy and real understanding. And I don't really feel like there is a lot of representation, but I do think there is being more done to kind of get more people of different backgrounds involved.
Yeah, I know National Mind are doing a recruitment drive specifically targeted at Black, Asian, minority ethnic people, because it is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also as well, because the counselling that a lot of services provide is time limited. So if you've got that connection quite early on in that therapeutic relationship, it's going to benefit that client because they're going to feel connected, they're going to open up more, and obviously the sessions aren't forever.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good way as well.
Definitely. I think I've had a client come to me in a drop-in, and he was from Mozambique, and straight away he was having problems at school, and he was able to just sort of release and go, I think they were being racist. And you could tell that perhaps if he'd have had a white practitioner, he maybe wouldn't have brought that up, because it wasn't overt racism, it was quite subtle, but I think that's really important, that somebody can feel relaxed and be able to just share that, and we can explore that together and talk about it.
Yeah, similar. I've had a Ghanaian walk into the listening space. University, she came from Ghana. She came to stay with her dad, who's been here forever. But that was the issue. They had counselling in uni, but she just didn't access it. And she walked in here and felt straight at home, because immediately she was talking about home, what she misses back home. Oh yeah, you understand that? Yeah. So she was very relaxed and open. So sometimes that connection really helps. She came twice and never came again, because I said to her it was okay to access school counselling. Initially she thought, I can't be talking about stuff like that with strangers. I just feel as if this is my own thing. Well, she's been raised back home, and this is the way she feels. You don't just go bantering to strangers about personal issues. So yeah,
it's a cultural understanding as well.
I think training to be a psychologist, most of my profession is white, so yeah, that is a real shame, because of all the reasons that you're saying. But I think as well, I think the training could be better as well, to support and help white therapists to not be paralysed with fear to talk about matters of race. There's been studies to say that if in the therapy room, if someone was to bring up systemic racism or something about oppression, then a white therapist is more likely to ignore that because of fear of saying something wrong, or of appearing racist because you say something wrong. And I think that culture needs to change a bit as well, and feel more comfortable being able to have these difficult conversations.
Yeah, that's so important.
There are a lot of barriers in psychology, though, anyway, just how especially the clinical psychology route, it's so competitive. You've got to be from the right uni with the right grade, and obviously systemic factors do impact on, people with black heritage getting through the door. That needs to change.
Yeah, definitely.
Perhaps a little smile.